everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're actually doing a build in Magnolia Promenade, which is actually a world that comes with the Get to Work pack. So um, right now I'm just renovating a retail store, which you have to have Get to Work to have this like world and to do a retail store. So if you don't have that pack, unfortunately this isn't going to work for you, or you're not going to have this build in your game. But anyway, I didn't like completely renovate this. Like I liked the way the outside looked. I liked most of the colors and everything. So I didn't really change too much. Like here I'm just changing like the front garden area. I just changed the fencing to like this I don't know, like this wrought iron type of like fencing detail. I just thought it looked really pretty. And then I just changed like the color of the staircase. Like I took away those brick staircases. I just didn't feel like they fit the front of the store. I mean, I know the side of the store, like the siding, I left the brick around it, but you don't see that from the front. So I just figured like this black staircase just looked better. And then in this garden area, I just did these tall trees because they match the ones when you zoom out. Like you can't see it here, but there's like a tree in that little black thing in the front, like on the sidewalk. And these trees just kind of match like those tall trees they had there. So I just kind of wanted to look uniform and to match like the world outside. So I decided to just add these like trees, and then I just made the garden area look a little bit more full. I made it a little grassy, and then I added like a bunch of flowers. I'm pretty sure they're all debug flowers, um, so yeah, they shouldn't like cost anything. I mean, this build is gonna like cost money to like put down to like if your Sims are gonna buy it, but I mean, you can always like cheat that because that's what I did. Like to have when I play tested it, I just made a sim and I just like added money to their account so they could buy it. I mean, you could probably do the free real estate thing too, and just like the free real estate on cheat and just use that to buy the lot if you didn't want to like have your sim earn the money to actually buy this lot. But yeah, anyway, here I'm just doing the inside. Like the inside, I changed like almost everything in the inside is different. Um, like I changed the wall color, the flooring, I did all that. Like this retail area though, I left the same. The stairs you'll see later on, I just changed like the form, like the layout of the stairs to make them like to make the opening of the floor a little bigger. But yeah, almost everything is like changed except for like I said that little retail area. But I do end up like here, I'm just deleting one counter to make it a little smaller because I just feel like it was so much. It was taking up so much space and it was a little big. Like to have that whole area for the retail counter that your Sims only use like to check things, and I think the employees in the game only use it to like clock in. So your Sims aren't really standing behind that retail counter like at all during the game because you just walk up to a Sim and like check them out. So I figured it didn't need to be that big. So yeah, I just made that a little smaller, and then here I just changed like the flooring to like this like nice light gray oh, what do you call that? Chevron, I think it is, right? Isn't that like the pattern? But yeah, I just did like that. And then of course, like again with the inside, I did kind of like a black and white like theme. Like I know I tend to go for black and white a lot. I tried to avoid it, but I figured like this retail store, I didn't want it to be like colorful. So I just decided to just do like a nice white wall and just a nice light flooring because I wanted it to be like nice and bright in here. So, and then like the furniture, I did like a lot of black, but and the windows and stuff, I like tried to match the furniture because the windows were black. I didn't change the coloring on those, but yeah. And then that little back room here that I just changed like the wallpaper and stuff, that was just like a empty room. I don't even know why it was there. Like it wasn't being used for anything. So I decided that like I just was just gonna make it like a photography room because I don't know, maybe your sim likes to do photography on on the side and they take pictures of their clients or something. But yeah, I just thought a photography room would be cute, but you can change it to whatever you want. And there, I just put those little curtains. They're from the high school pack. They're like that little macrame type of like tassel type of things. And I just thought that was a cute curtain to put behind the door to kind of keep it like private. So it's like a little like hidden, like you can't like see into it completely because it's like a changing room to the left. But it wasn't like so closed off, with a door or anything. So I just thought that was like a really cute touch. And it just kind of added like a little bit more to like the look of it. Like I don't know, I just thought it looked really cute with those archways. But yeah, here I'm just like spacing out and like trying to figure out where I wanted all the furniture. And I'm just, like I said, I just changed the layout of the stairs on the bottom because I just wanted to make it a little bit more open on the bottom so I could fit like more shelving and stuff down there. And then I did the same railing on the inside as I did on the outside of the build. Like I changed the outside of the build railing to this too because I just like that black and white like color, and it just looks a little bit like sophisticated but not too much, but it also looks like modern. So I don't know, I just liked it because it like just matched with the whole color theme I was going with. And then I just separated the stairs with the wall, and you could see there that like the wall goes all the way back and it closes off by the bathroom. I ended up changing that in the end. You won't see it in the build, but I like build the wall against the staircase all the way around so your Sims can walk behind the staircase to get to the bathroom too, because I wanted to give enough space because I know like Sims can kind of be a pain and they'll get like stuck or they'll get like mad. So I wanted to make sure that you had both ways to go to the bathroom because it's such a little hallway. So I just figured I would open that up. And then there I just added shelving on that side around the staircase. And then here I'm just doing like the back wall. I did like all clothing. Right there I did like those, I think they're base game like shelving with like the clothing hanging. I end up moving those and changing it to other shelving from High School Pack and the clothing from um Dream Home Decorator and the high school. I did those like hanging clothes that you can hang on like the shelving that comes with the pack. But unfortunately, for some reason, the high school clothing allowed me to set it for sale, but the Dream Home Decorators clothing wouldn't set for sale. I don't know why. I thought it was kind of weird. I left them because I just thought they looked nice, and I figured there's so much stuff in this build that you could set for sale. Your sim can make plenty of money that, you know, I didn't feel like it was a big deal that those couldn't be set for sale. They just kind of like looked like hung there and looked nice, but you can always swap them out with whatever you want. But yeah, here I just decorated these tables. I used I used every item from that everyday clutter kit that just came out with the two kits that just were released. Um, I didn't buy the pastel pop one because I don't know, I just don't do very colorful builds often, although I do have a build coming up that's like an apartment build that I did do pretty colorful because I was just trying to go outside of my comfort zone. But I figured I would buy this everyday clutter kit because I knew that I was going to use those items in almost every build that I do. And I don't buy kits. Like, this is the only one I own besides the free one, the Desert Lux kit that came out. But I ended up buying this one because I just knew, I'm like, I'm going to use those items in every build I do because I always clutter my builds like crazy. So I just, I decided to just go for it and just buy the kit. And like I said, honestly, I really do. I use every single item in almost every build, and I just really do love that kit. I can't lie. So if you're thinking about it and you're like me and you build and you like clutter, I guess I would recommend buying it. Like, I can't say for you to do it, but for me it was worth it. And it was only $5, and like I said, I use every item. So yeah, but anyway, I just cluttered that up with all those items in that glass case. I just put like the watches and like that watch kit that comes like in the box with like some weird card thing and like the watch stuff. I put that over there. And then I just put some like perfumes and stuff like over there. And then in here on these glass things, these two glass shelving units are full of stuff from the Everyday Clutter kit. Like, all these items are from that kit. So if you don't have that kit and you download this build, you're probably going to have to like add other clutter because these are probably going to be empty for you. But that's okay. I mean, there's so much clutter that comes in this game that you could pretty much fill them with anything you want. But I just did that because I like these little yoga mats and stuff. I just thought they were great. Like, you can have, like, here I did like an exercise section, like, of items like to sell, like all those water bottles at the top. They're so cute. I love those. And these like little yoga mats. I just thought this was like a cute little exercise section of the store. And then this side was like the chess tables and like the headphones and those little boxes. Like, I just thought there was like perfect stuff to put like on a store to sell, like on shelving. I don't know. I just thought the items worked like really well with the retail store. So I just had to use all of those. And then here I'm just cluttering up the counters around the cash register because I figured like if you go to a retail store, they usually have items around the register for people to buy, and it's always like just random like stuff that like maybe is on sale, or just like little like knickknack items for like you to buy, like just random stuff that you don't need, but they put it there and you're like, oh, I think I need this, I'm gonna buy it. So I just thought it was really cute to put like these magazines. Those are from the kit too, and then just some baskets of lotion and some magazines, because I just thought it was like cute little clutter items that would go around a register, that like those last minute things you're like, oh, I'm gonna buy this. So I just wanted to clutter up the counters with all that kind of stuff. And then here I decided to do these they're like a fencing, but they're like those what do you call it? The like little oh god, I can't think of the word. Like on a register lane, they have those like ropes that like divide like the register lane, so like like so have a single file of people. So I decided to just add those because I wanted to separate the build from like, I just wanted to have a little separate. I didn't want it to be like too like open. So I thought that was just enough to kind of keep it like, separated, but like not too much where your Sims can't like walk around and stuff. It just made it look more like of a retail store. So I just added those. And then here I'm just adding, like I said, I swapped these shelves over. I moved the clothes to that wall in the middle, the base game shelving with the clothing. And then I added these cute little shelves from high school pack. I think, yeah, the high school pack came with those shelving to hang clothes on, and then I hung clothes from the high school pack on there. Later on, I'll end up swapping two of those out, and I'll do the Dream Home Decorator. But yeah, I just added that, and then I just did a bunch of clutter on top of those so that you could just so you could just sell more items. So there was just clutter on top of those. And then here we're going into the dressing room. I don't remember what was here before. I think it was like the mirror and the chair. Like, I don't think there was anything really in this dressing room area. It's kind of boring. So I decided to, like, I'm adding here a platform in the dressing room because I figure that's like a cute little thing. Like, your Sims can stand on the platform and look in the mirror, and then whoever's with them can sit on this like little couch and they can like try on their clothes and like show off, you know what I mean? So I figured a platform was like just a cute little addition. And then that rack came from the high school pack, and I just thought that was perfect for a dressing room because your Sim, oh sorry, I don't mean to jump, that's the Dream Home Decorator clothing that I just swapped out there. Those are the ones that I don't think were sellable. Unfortunately, I don't know why, but the high school ones did sell, so you could just swap those out. But yeah, anyway, going back to this rack, I just thought this rack was like absolutely perfect for a dressing room because in real life, when you go to a dressing room, they have those racks in there that you hang the clothes on that you don't want to get anymore or whatever. So I just thought like this rack fit perfectly in there because it's like, okay, maybe these are clothes your Sims are trying on, or they decided they're not going to get anymore. So I just thought that little clothing rack just added that little bit of like realistic element to the game, to like an actual retail store. And I just thought it was so cute. I just thought it was perfect. So I'm glad I added that in there because I don't know, I just thought it was just like such a cute idea. And then here I'm just going on to the bathroom. I didn't do anything too crazy in the bathroom. It's not too crazy decorated. Here I did do 2 toilet stalls in the bathroom because, okay, some retail stores have like a single person bathroom. I get that. Like, not all the same. But for the majority, like, you have multiple person like stalled bathrooms. And in The Sims, like, there's always there's always Sims that have to go to the bathroom, and I figured you don't want an accident in your store, so I just added like these 2 stalls, and I just separated them by doors, so that way at least multiple Sims can go to the bathroom at the same time, and they don't have to like get that embarrassment moodlet and like kick each other out of the bathroom. So I just thought it would be like easier to just have 2 toilet stalls because, like I said, Sims can be a little weird, and I just figured like you can have multiple Sims go to the bathroom. But yeah, here I just added some like clutter, not a lot. I did like these little soap dispensers, and then I just did like a little towel and like a little plant on the counter. I didn't clutter it too much. I actually meant to add that little paper towel dispenser that comes with Get to Work. Because I just figured like I usually add that to all my bathrooms, like my retail type bathrooms, like my that kind of like build. But I forgot. And if I remember before I load this to the gallery, I'm going to add that paper towel dispenser because that's just realistic. Like if you go into like a community lot, like in real life, like they usually have like either the blowers or like the paper towel pole things, like the things we can get the paper towel out of. So I just like to add that little detail in the game, but I forgot this time. So I'll try to add that when I go load it into the gallery. But anyway, now we're on to that little back room, and like I said, I couldn't think of what to add here. I mean, all this stuff, these items are all from the Moschino pack. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But yeah, I just figured like this little room back here would have been like perfect for like a little photography room. Like I said, maybe your Sims on the side, they're like a photographer and maybe they take pictures of their clients in the clothing or something. Like I was just trying to like gameplay it up in my head and think of like what can I do back in this room. And I just thought that like a little photography studio was just like a really cute idea. But yeah, all these like the couches, those things hanging on the wall, the camera stand and the backdrop, all that's from the Moschino pack. So unfortunately, if you don't have that pack, then these items aren't going to show up for you. But I mean, you can make this room into whatever you want. Like I guess it could have been an office. Like I could have made this like the owner's office in the building, so you could always change it to that. That would have been a cute idea, or whatever you want. Like, I mean, I don't know what else you would put back here, but I just thought a photography room was a really cute idea, and that's just what I did. But you could change it to whatever you want. And like I said, I just added like a little seating area, like the little couches and everything, just to kind of make it like look like maybe like a little bit of a waiting room type of thing. Like maybe your sim has like a bunch of clients that come in. But yeah, here I'm just adding some like finishing touches. I just added like some signs to the bottom, like some clothing signs from the Get to Work pack and stuff like that. But like I said, I didn't go too crazy with adding too much. Like it's very open down here, as you could tell, because I figure there's like so much stuff down here like that's sellable, but it's still nice and open and like breathable. Like I didn't want it to look so overly crowded. So I just wanted it to look like clean and I don't know, like very crisp. But yeah, here I'm just like adding a couple photographs like to the dressing room. I just thought those were really cute. Those like, I don't know, kind of like the one reminds me of Marilyn Monroe. I don't know if that's supposed to, but I just thought those were like really cute from like to add to like a little dressing room. It's like very like dressy and fancy. But yeah, here I had this like open space in the middle and I didn't know what to put here. It was kind of like it took me forever to figure out like what I wanted to go here. Like did I want another like rack to sell stuff, or did I just want like a little like statue or something? And I did end up going with like this rug, and then I just did this like little bust. It was like just like this little plain bust that I just stuck there in the middle because I just thought it was like a decorative piece. I didn't set it for sale or anything. I just thought it was like a cute, just decorative thing to like just kind of sit there. But anyway, now we're at the top of the building. And I honestly had no idea what I wanted to do on the top part. Like I knew I wanted the downstairs to be like a clothing type of store and like, a bunch of like random like knickknacks and stuff to like sell, like the makeup and the jewelry and the shoes and the clutter items. Like I knew I wanted all that downstairs, but upstairs I had no idea. But then I got in my head the idea of like a thrift store type of thing. So at the last minute, I decided to change the name of this build because it's like the JF&S Clothier or something. But I decided to change the name because thrift store just kept popping in my head. So if you're looking for this on the gallery, it's my handle is BashfulVeggie and it's actually called Thrift It. I decided to change the name. So yeah, it's not, I didn't keep the name of the original build because it didn't fit. I didn't like it. So I just changed the name. So I was kind of going with like a thrift store type of build idea for this upstairs. And then I did like a bunch of furniture from high school pack. I tried to get the colors kind of like similar, so it kind of looked like they went together, but they were still kind of like mix match. So I just kind of like did furniture, and then over here I did like a kids section because I figured like most of the build is like adult, like downstairs is very adult shopping. So I figured upstairs I wanted to have this little area for like kids because, kids Sims still go shopping, and if you're playing with this to like go shopping instead of owning it, maybe you want to take your kid sim, like maybe your adult sim wants to take the kids shopping for like a toy because they got like all A grades, or it's their birthday or something, like you wanted to have a thing, like a special thing. So I just thought it was like cool to just add like a kids section to this. So I just added like a bunch of toys. Those stuffed animals, I just sized those down to fit under the table. But if you end up buying them with your sim, you could probably just size them back up. But yeah, I just did a bunch of toys and like kids items all on the top of that. And then over here, I decided like, I know I keep saying thrift store, which is what I had in my head, but I also had like TJ Maxx type of store in my head where like things are like categories, like it's all random stuff to buy, but it's like separated like in the store like by like kind of like categories. So I thought like, okay, like this left side is like laundry type of like towel basket type of area, and then next to it's like your cutlery, like your kitchen utensils, like the mugs and the plates and stuff. And then over here to the right is just a bunch of like other kitchen like clutter items, like your pots and your pans and your wine racks and stuff like that. Like I was trying to keep each table at like somewhat of a theme, but like I still wanted it to look kind of random with the items. So that's kind of where I was going with this. And then under the table, I want a little like, I tried to still keep it with the theme, but I just did kind of a bunch of random items. But at least on the top table, like I said, I tried to keep it somewhat themed, like by sections. And then underneath, like I just did a bunch of boxes and just a bunch of like random clutter. And there, like I added like the plates from the well, I can't think of the I can't think of the name of it, but those plates, snowy escape pack, those are what those came with. So I figured like your plates and your mugs on that table, and then over here like I just did some kitchen clutter, and like I said underneath I just did some boxes, like I did pet food because I figured if your sim has a pet, maybe they're like buying like pet food, I don't know, maybe somebody returned pet food, their dog doesn't eat and they couldn't return to the store, so they brought it to the thrift store, I don't know. But those rugs over there that were by the kids section, I just thought those were so cute. They came with a high school pack, but unfortunately, they're not sellable. So you can't actually sell them in the game, which really stinks. But I left them anyway because they're just so cute. I love the little cat and the little toast rugs, so I just figured they just look really cute. I didn't want to delete them, but they're not sellable. But if you don't want them, you could just get rid of them. But like I said, I just thought they were so cute, so I left them. And then over here, I did like big furniture, like those like ones from the cottage living, and then the other one, I forget what pack it's from, but I love that one with the open underneath where you could like stick your own items in there and you can clutter it up. So maybe you buy that and then you buy some clutter items here and you fill it in. I just like the big furniture items. And then over here I did electronics, because I figured like the little clutter items are great, but your Sims aren't going to make that many simoleons on that. So I wanted some like big items in this so that your Sims can like make like good simoleons at the like selling too. So like the TV's sellable, like all these radios are sellable. I did like these little game systems which are sellable. And I think my sim, like when I play tested this, made like 1,000 simoleons on one of those game systems. So like I said, it's like okay, you could sell like the little things and like and downstairs make some good money, but those like the TV and stuff, you're gonna make like good simoleons on that. So I didn't want to have just like a bunch of little items. I definitely wanted items that were gonna make your Sims money if you end up buying this like retail store and using it for gameplay. But yeah, yeah, this upstairs, like I'm like here I'm just adding like some like pictures. I was just gonna like add a bunch of pictures just to like make it look nice in here and just like make it decorative. But then I decided to just add like these like bunch of random because I like those ones. I think those are from Dream Home Decorator. I use those all the time. But yeah, I added just a bunch of photos and then I ended up making them sellable because I figured why not? Like why not just sell the pictures too? You know, so that's what I did. I just added like some kid ones, and then I just added like these Dream Home Decorator ones, and they're all like sellable. Like you could sell all these. I think those are also from the laundry day. Those are really cute. But yeah, we're getting to the end of the build. There's really not much left. On the outside, I just add like a few, like this little sign and everything. But we're getting to the screenshots now. So if you guys like this, please like and subscribe. It really does help. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.
I don't think that I'm being that selfish right now. You said yourself you'd be breaking every vow. I can understand you're tired of this town, and I'm not saying that we have to settle down now. Just remember this: we could have been stardust